Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to round 14. We'll be taking on the Newcastle Knights. After our first loss last week to the Canberra Raiders, we'll be looking to hit back. As we take a look at their lineup, we'll just have a little talk about ours. There are quite a few changes. So Dylan Walker is out, which will see Morgan Harper go into the centres. Foran is out, which will see Josh Schuster move into the halves, which puts Ben Trbojevic in that second row position for Schuster. Tapau is out, which sees Kepi move to the starting lineup. So quite a few players missing this game, but we definitely need to try our best to hit back after that loss last week. Quite an embarrassing one too, not even close, as Kepi takes the first hit up. With all the players being reshuffled, Curtis Sirinen and Toph Sipley come onto the bench, so it'll be interesting to see what they can bring to the team. As Tommy with a line break up the middle, he will take tackle 2 at our 40. We call for the left side play. Schuster in the 5'8 position, placed to Ben Trbojevic. I was really interested to try this combination out. I thought Josh Schuster and Ben Trbojevic would be a good combination because, you know, they played in the lower grades together. So I put Schuster in that 5'8 and Ben Trbojevic in that left second row position, as we do come up with the error. Just came off the head of one of our players, it looked like, but not a good start to the game to come up with an incompleted set. But Newcastle on the front foot here for sure, as that did look forward and it has gone forward. We do get let off the hook and we will take it. So let's see what we can do off the scrum play. Tommy Turbo sends it out to Schuster. Schuster shows it, goes himself, gets the ball off to Garrick. He's going to be run down here. Has good meters on off the scrum. And Josh Schuster filling in that role perfectly for Foran. But there's still plenty for him to do. It's really exciting to see the future of Manly. Josh Schuster in the halves is going to be such a talent. He had one game there in 2021 against Parramatta and he absolutely carved up their edge. So promising signs from Schuster for Manly, and he'll only grow, so it's very exciting to see his development as we play down the short side. Benny Trbojevic got it on the inside. It was a smart play, but not everyone was with him there, and we do come up with another error. Definitely something we got to get out of the game quickly if we're looking to bounce back, and it's touched by a Manly player, and they do get another set. So they start on the halfway line, they send it straight to the edges. Hunt is through. He'll be held just over the 50. They shift it back towards the middle. Zat's only tackle 2. They're 40 out. They go blindside again. One up from Pearce. Big Sai Feedy runs onto this one. He'll take it towards the 20. That's 4th. Our markers aren't square. They go blindside again. Shift it back out to Man. And he's held 15 out. They put up the bomb. It's beautifully placed just before the try line. They get the bat back and the step from Ponga. And Ponga will cross the line for the first 4-pointer of the match. And that was on the back of our errors, so something we've definitely got to get out of the game as Ponga converts his own try. That's 5th and last for Newcastle. They're about halfway. Clifford puts the kick down to Jason Sables. A good kick. Got him right on the try line, but he gets offended and he's away. He's in open space. Ponga does well to angle him to the supporting defenders, but he gets the offload to Schuster, who's held. We've got numbers on the blind side here. Jake Trbojevic unable to get the pass away. We will go in field. Trbojevic sends it wide to DCE. Bit of a gap and a few meters on offer. We go to the middle. Out to Ben Trbojevic. Inside to Jake. The brothers combined, but it was Ben to Jake this time. As we go right, DCE sends it out somehow to Olakawatu, and he's through. He's got Morgan Harper with him. And Morgan Harper, his first game back from a bit of a break, scores the first 4-pointer and gets us back in the game. We really needed that one, as Garrick will make this 6-all. Schuster at first receiver. Gets a flat ball to Parker and he's through the line. He's learnt well from foreign. Parker sends it back on the inside to Benny Trebojevic, and he's held just over the halfway line. Schuster again takes the hit up this time. We go back on the inside, and Ben gets flattened in that tackle. We give it back to Schuster. He goes to Parker again, but they read it this time. That's fifth and last. So we have Schuster on the inside. Puts the grubber in, goes himself, bit of razzle dazzle, sends it wide, and no one able to run onto it. The ball looked like it was for Olakau'atu, but didn't hit the mark. Schuster just trying to find his feet and make the halves position his own as they send it on the inside to Ponga. He gets it off to Watson. He's going to go all the way. That was a beautiful play on the inside. And just like that, Newcastle hit the lead again. Ponga will make no mistake from in front. This will be 12 points to 6. Both Newcastle's tries coming off of our errors, which is definitely something to take note of. Not long out from half time here. And the fifth tackle option does not go to plan, but will take the field position. We get to start a full set, about 50 out. Olakau'atu takes the first hit up. We set up our boys in the middle. Jake Trebojevic shows it out but goes himself. Takes one right in the middle of the field. Josh Schuster plays short to Tommy Turbo. What a dangerous combination they made in that game against Parramatta where Schuster played in the halves. We send it right back to Jake Trebojevic. He gets a fend and goes up the middle, but Ponga wraps him up. We got options both ways. We go right. Skip Cherry Evans out to Olakau'atu. Harper gets it off to Saab, and he is held. That's fifth and last. We get the ball to DCE. He puts a crossfield kick in. It's beautifully placed, but we don't come down with it. But it's a good spot to give them the ball. Have to make them bring it out of their own half, and that won't be too hard, or we give high tackles away. So, bit of a piggyback for Newcastle, as we are close to half time. As they shift it to the middle, Barnett takes the hit up. Not long left to go in this half. As they come up with the error, Josh Aloye will pounce on it. And we do have one more opportunity to get some form of points. The markers weren't square. We ran at them, but for some reason the game is completely fine with it. Schuster, beautiful ball off to Parker. He gets it on the inside to Benny Trebojevic. And Schuster really making a fist of this number 6 jersey, as that's a beautiful inside play to Tom Trebojevic. But he's held. Not long left. And that's a beautiful scoot from Manasi Fainu. Shows it to the left, scoots to the right, and you can't stop him that far out, as Garrick will make this 12 points apiece. And that's half time, quite a close one. Their tries have come off our errors, so if we can get the errors out of our game, we'll be right in it. Second half now, as Jake Trebojevic sends this one out to Taniela Paseka. He takes a hit up straight down the middle. We call for the 5'8" to fullback play. Schuster with the ball. Sends it to Tommy and he's straight through. Got Ponga to beat, goes around him. Ponga got the ankle tap and it was enough to slow Tommy down. And he does get wrapped up. But beautiful ball from Josh Schuster as he sends that one off to Sipley. We give it back to Schuster. He sends it out to Garrick. Garrick cuts back on the inside. Garrick around Ponga. He's going to go all the way, is he? No. He got the offload away back to Schuster. But now Schuster's out for the fifth tackle option. We'll have to send it way in field to Cherry Evans. He puts the grubber in. Anybody chasing Sipley is. Got the offload. Freestyle football here and it will be a handover. Not a bad place to hand the ball over, but we've got to back it up in defences. They will kick on the fourth here. Garrick aware to it, goes back, and it's a beautiful kick. It just sits up in our in goal. And Garrick going to try and get that one out as much as he can. But great tactics by Newcastle. Josh Schuster, short ball, and puts Sipley straight through a hole. And he'll take that up the middle. We call for Schuster again on the left. Keep feeding the hot hand as he gets it off to Tom Trebojevic. Struggling to make meters up the field here. As from dummy half, Ruben Garrick puts it on the inside to Paseka. He's through a hole. He had support, but he didn't use it. Probably should have there. But we send it right to DCE. He gets it off to Curtis Sirinen. And that'll be tackle 5. We send it to DCE. He puts the punt down. Is it too big? No, it's beautifully placed. And it comes down to Heimel Hunt. And he takes this one back around the 20. But a good set to pin them down their end and hopefully keep them here for majority of our defensive set. They send it back on the inside. And Saifidi straight through. Got the ball on the inside, but it was to Curtis Sirinen. And we do get the ball back, as this is shaping to be a tight finish. Still 12 points apiece. We send it inside to Schuster. He gets it to Sipley. Sipley trying to find the gaps in the defensive line. From dummy half, Tom Trebojevic out to Sirinen. And he's held about 30 out. This is 4th. Sipley gets it to Kepi, out to Schuster. Short to Olakawatu onto Parker. And he's held. Just can't bust the defensive line of Newcastle here as we give it to Cade Cust. On 5th and last, he puts it on the toe, follows it, and how many times has he come off the bench and injected himself to put us in front when we needed it, as Cade Cust puts us on the front foot. This is 5th for us here as Schuster puts this one down. Beautiful kick. As the kick return is even better, and they will go all the way, it looks like. Nobody will catch him, and just like that, we'll be level again. As he scores under the post, and this will be 18 all. Garrick to get us back underway, and this one's out on the full. Way too hard with the wind behind him. And we invite Newcastle right back into our half to try and back up after the 6 points just scored. They send it back to the middle. Clemmer tries to make some meters up the middle. They go back inside. Pearce takes another hit up. That's 3rd. They send it left. Get it to Frizzell. He brings it up to the 10. That's 4th. They send it back to the middle. And Clifford is taken out for the 5th tackle option. So they send this one to Pearce. Pearce runs it. Doesn't get a kick away at all. And we will survive that set. Aloye tries to bring it out now, but I tell you what, they do have us on the back foot. That's not where you want to be at 18 all with not long left. Schuster sends this one. Beautiful ball to Aloye. And Schuster really showing up tonight. As we send this one to Sirinen. Inside to Trebojevic. And he is held 30 out. That's 5th and last. The best we can do is try and keep him down here. As Schuster puts the grubber in. Bit of razzle dazzle something. We get the ball away, but it was intercepted. Are they going to go the length? They're away, but no. Kurt Mann held up. Very risky. Probably should have just went for a punt or a chip or a bomb to keep them in their end, as that's 2nd. And they're already almost halfway out. As Frizzell takes this one up to the 50. They go back to the middle. They send it in to Fitzgibbon, and he's straight through. Big line break. They are really settling in. That's 4th. Are they in position yet? Saifidi takes the last hit up. Do they go for the field goal? They are in perfect position. as they send it back to Clifford, and Clifford slots it, and that might just be the game. Heartbreak in the dying minutes of this game, as after being undefeated for 12 rounds we take 2 losses back to back, so stay tuned for round 16.